Standing in the front of room.
Hi guys, it's your girl, Yummy.com. Thank you for joining me, my internet friends. Today we're doing something for Valentine's Day for the lovers out there. Mostly for me and for some self-discovery as to why I am still single. Yes, if you can believe it, all of this is still single. Now, you're wondering probably, Yummy, why are you dressed up like a green-witched Medusa? Well, it's because I'm a little bit cynical about it, and also I wanted to be the baddest bitch version of myself before I got into all my insecurities as to why I think I'm single.
Well, sometimes I wish I was not a bad bitch all the time. Like, sometimes I wish I was just a okay bitch.
And what I look for in the Cupid was perfect man. Cause you are the one. Sorry, got a little carried away there. But yeah, that song kind of inspired me to look at what I think my perfect man would be. If I were to, as the Disney Channel kids say, build a better boy. But before I do that, I have to examine what I'm like in a relationship and what I might need to complete me in a relationship. If you've seen one of my favorite movies, Flipped, you would think I was more of a Julie Baker, and I am. Super annoying, super attentive, super like, you know.
You're just visually challenged. I feel sorry for you.
Every once in a while, you find someone who's iridescent. And when you do, nothing will ever compare.
I'm gonna wear you down with my love, but I'm usually like that in friendships more so than relationships, because in relationships I'm more of a Willa Dean, if you would say, from that Netflix movie. I'm more of a Willa Dean. I'm like, I love Dolly Parton, but I also can't believe that you're in love with me, Bo.
I'm talking about this. How are you missing this? Do you not know what it would be like to be with me?
Never took you for the type that cares much what people think.
I can't, Bo. And that might make me a coward.
It does.
What's wrong with you? Why do you like me? That is suspicious.
I like you, Will.
Why?
Now, don't get me wrong, I have a very exorbitantly high self-esteem, but I also have sort of a counterbalance of a very low self-esteem and big bravado as well. So, like, I don't know how to accept, you know, like, what's that line from Perks of Being a Wallflower? We accept the love we think we deserve. Like, it's just, it's kind of that kind of a vibe, which is not good, but it is why I think that I need to be tricked into a relationship rather than so outwardly told.
We should go sometime.
Yeah, we should. But with like a group of people, like with like several people.
Right. Just us.
Like just us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our group.
Yeah.
Our group.
I think that'd be great.
So much more fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Because even if, say, a big Yugi were to knock on my door and say, Yemi, let's go out on a date. I have seen you and I want you to be my new bride. I would still be like, in my mind, I know I'd be like, oh my God, yes.
You have a face to write songs about. Thank you.
Yes, I'm gonna be Mrs. Min, like, you know, but in real life, I would be like stranger danger and slam the door in his face.
My mind. I'm gonna lose my mind on this day.
You know what I want? I want like
It really made me sweat. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to like it.
Because I'd be like, where's there something wrong with you? Did your brain break? Did Big Hit go bankrupt? Is that what you're here for? Are you here for my paycheck? like I already donated to you every month. Why do you want it more? But that's kind of the vibe that I give off. And to start off as to why I give off that vibe, I think I have to start off with the early developments of my childhood. When I was younger, I got made fun of a lot, mostly for being African. I'm also the darkest one in my family. Like, that's not saying a lot. I'm nowhere near as chocolate or cocoa queen as a lot of the women out here, but I am darker compared to the rest of my family.
Because the lighter your skin is, the better looking you are. I don't know when y'all are gonna get it. If you're blackity black, you ugly. God. The darkies are just not cute.
Compared to the, you know, like where I was living in Maryland, like I was like a darker skinned girl. To the point that they did call me Doo-Doo Yemi, as my childhood nickname, and aunts and uncles still referred to me that. It's referred to me as that to this day.
Always black and white would be like, this is so funny, Khadijah, we can only see your teeth and your eyes in this photo.
Get better lighting.
Or, you know, white people being like, oh, tanning season's coming up, I'm almost as dark as you.
But that did like dampen my self-esteem a lot, like, and then also being made fun of because you're African, like.
When I was in school, yeah, people used to take the mick out of African food a lot.
It's true.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool to be like Caribbean, like Jamaican, but it was never really cool to be African.
Everybody knows it's hard to be a black woman. Like, it's always hard to be a woman, period, especially a woman of color, but I feel like it's especially hard to be a black woman because we are last on everybody's list, always. Like, there's been so many times where like I've like been at a place and it's like I'm always the last one for the pickings of the lot, which isn't like to say like everyone has their taste preferences or whatever, but like it is kind of disconcerting that I am already starting at a very big disadvantage.
Black women have been the blueprint for this industry and have been carrying it on their backs for years, been underprivileged, underpaid, underacknowledged, stolen from. Black women have been getting stolen from for years, their identity.
So with that, I like, you know, opened up my taste up a little bit more. Like, I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood. I was attracted to black men growing up, with the exclusion of like the Jonas Brothers. And then like, you know, I started opening up my preferences to white guys, to like Asian, Hispanic, like opening up my preferences predominantly skewed towards like white in college, and then like I started to open it up even more after college, like to like, you know, other people like of different skews.
Yeah, I feel at home everywhere.
That's it.
But also sometimes I don't feel at home like anywhere.
Exactly, that's the one.
And
that's
it's like,
it. That's it.
You just gotta ride that wave, man. Sometimes it's amazing and sometimes you feel like, do I belong in any of these places?
The only guys that I usually tend to skew away from, and it's not like on purpose, it's just mentally, are those that are like as bad as it is, Nigerian specifically, not like African in general, but like specifically Nigerian, just because I know so many Nigerian men and they ain't shit, no offense.
Those Yoruba demons are real.
Like, but it's just, I just tend to skew away from them because of that prejudice I have, which is like on me. But unless you like are like 100% like FOB, like just came up to me FOB, I can super tell you're Nigerian, I won't really have that prejudice against you. But from like a you know, experience part of me. But I did open up to other races, and then that begets the problem of like that TikTok where it's like, you go love that white man during Black History Month.
You gonna like that white man during Black History Month? Rosa Parks didn't sit down for you to be weak in the knees.
Like, it's like wild, you know, because like people don't really like interracial relationships and stuff like that.
You really had to go out of your way to find a non-black to date, so it's just kind of like, you weird, like something wrong with you, like. But also, like, love is love, so.
On top of that, I also like use makeup and clothing as like kind of a shield for myself. I love dressing up. I mean, I do spend most of my days like sitting working from home and like, you know, in sweats and stuff and like, you know, doing what I have to do. So when I do go out, I do like to dress up like a cartoon character a lot of the times. Like, I'm wearing a green wig right now. My dream outfit is like one of those women who were in that terrible Cinderella movie doing the What a Man song, like one of those dresses. That's like my dream outfit to just go out into the city in. Like, my hairstyles are that of like, Play-Doh. Like, the hair colors and everything. I paint my face like a drag queen. That's my standard of beauty. Like,
not relatable. I'm gonna gag the children. I just need 2.5 hours and a roll of duct tape and some glue.
And maybe 3 or 4 people to help me. And
4 to 5 wigs. I'm gonna order 17 ring lights on Amazon and I will see you on the floor.
Like, drag queens are my standard of beauty. So, like, I don't think that a lot of guys, guys like pretty girls, obviously. And I do feel pretty when I'm dressed like this. In a Amazon kimono and a drag queen wig. But I don't think that guys like the weird pretty, or the guys that I want to attract like the weird pretty, which is me. Like, I think I look ethereal, but these dudes are out here just looking for, Kim Kardashian cute. You know what I mean? Like, they're not looking for someone who looks like she stepped out of the pages of a manga. No, they're looking for someone who looks like a cute Cara Delevingne, and I'm not that.
So essentially my body is shaped kind of like an egg for speed.
So I think that's also something that's kind of built against me. It's on my own behalf. Obviously, I could change the way I look, but my self-esteem is not so low that I will ever change the way I look.
The day you catch me with my cute ass hair and my cute ass nails and my cute ass makeup and these nice ass lashes and this cute ass face, the day you catch me fighting over a man is the day you need to invest in quite the parka, because it is obviously a frigid day in hell.
I've never been bare-faced in front of a man. I'm afraid all the airblades I say wouldn't know what to do with a woman who takes her cheekbones off every night.
And what makes me feel good for a nigga? No, you got me fucked up if you think that that's what's gonna happen, because it took me a long time to get to this point, and I will not have you knocking that down. No, we like who we are.
Oh, I'm charming.
Yes, we have insecurities.
No, I didn't have my first kiss till I was 23 because I was afraid of dating.
Because
I personally lacked courage and charisma. Because I, as an individual, was a self-conscious little tomato.
Because maybe you weren't getting the affirmation you needed at home.
No, because society and the media didn't represent me, and therefore that didn't affirm me, and therefore that made me feel like I had no worth. So put that in your pipe and fuck it.
But we like who we are, and we stand for who we are, and I like it, and so that's what it is.
Definitely like you within this context.
Queen of the
Star goddess, queen of the universe.
Came from another planet to benevolently rule you, but still I am the ruler.
We love a good benevolent dictator moment.
Yeah, that's me. In this dress specifically.
So now that we've talked about all of the qualms that it comes with dating me, all of my insecurities with that, we're gonna talk about what I actually think I personally look like in a perfect man. And like, yo, if you want to build your perfect guy in the comments, let's do it. Let's talk about our standards that we have for men. My first thing, obviously, is that
I'm gonna need you to track me.
You don't listen. You are my woman, and I love you. But if you ever tell me that you are not speaking to me for a week again, I will drop you like a bad habit.
I love it when you take charge, Daddy.
Not like sexually, but like, I know that I'm a person, like I said before, I'm not gonna believe you if you tell me you like me.
Maybe nobody likes you.
That girl you started liking like 5 photos on your feed
Like
at 2 a.m. straight.
She's looking for
What if they just have insomnia?
I'm not going to trust you if you tell me you like me. I need us to work our way up to it. You need to trick me, be my friend, then be like, oh my god, this is such a good vibe. We might as well just start dating. The only part of a relationship we're not doing is the sexy part. So let's just add in the sexy part. You know, I like that kind of a vibe. Like a friends to lovers trope, if you will. So that's
True love, I know I had it. True love was so hard to find.
it's kind of definitely like the #1 on my list, but even above that is a sense of humor. I think that funny people are the sexiest and most amazing people.
꿈 같은 얘기! 꿈 같은 얘기!
자, 한 대만 때리면 안 돼요, 진짜.
모두가 아름답고 모두가 아름답고 정다운 얘기! 꿈 같은 얘기! 모두가 아름답고 정다운 얘기! 꿈 같은 얘기!
Think there's nobody. Oh baby, I just need some. Oh baby, I just need some clarity. Oh baby, I just need some.
crush on Bo Burnham and John Mulaney, like on Gerard Carmichael, like.
Way down deep inside me, I try not to fight it. Describe it, all right.
I was just like an old queen. I would come out to the recess yard and be like, everyone get out of my way. I just want to sit here and feed my birds.
And to say the Pledge of Allegiance. It is ridiculous to ask a kid to pledge allegiance to anything. They wanted me to vow loyalty to a country 6 months after I found out Santa Claus wasn't real.
And I think that those are aspects of the relationship that I think that are super important, and that I think that would make the most difference and make the most sense within me. So that's why I think that sense of humor is the best up top overall. The second thing that I like is some sort of creativity component. I am very into animations. I like to watch animations. I think that animation and like motion graphics is super amazing and super interesting. So like if you're into that, all the better. Doesn't have to be that. We could talk about anything, like some sort of creativity component. I love music. I love vinyls. I love movies. I love to watch and critique movies. And I talk through movies sometimes, only when I'm home, not in the movie theaters, on purpose sometimes. But like I like to like, you know, actually have an open discussion about movies with people who have different opinions than me. I think that it's fun. I think that that creativity component kind of is the second sexiest thing you could have. Like it's amazing to be able to have a thought all your own and have an idea and an opinion about something that took so much effort, you know. It's just super interesting. But yeah, if you have like no creative components, it could be like books. Like I like books. I'm getting right back into books. Like some sort of creative component, that is I think what the important thing is, and that's what I'm like hoping for, you know. Ambition.
I would like a man who is educated, enterprising, and ambitious.
So you wouldn't mind if he was poor?
That kind of man is never poor.
Some sort of ambition. I don't have super high ambitions. Like that's not to say I don't have ambitions. I do have ambitions, but it's not like my ambition to be like the next Jeffrey Bezos, you know. But I do have ambitions for where I want to be and where I see my life going, and I just would hope that you would have that too, just so that we're not both like, you don't expect us to both like bum it on a couch for the rest of our lives. Like that's not gonna happen.
The moment a man says some foolish to me about like, yeah, I would like to intrude on your bag, I know how to cut that down. Clip it at the knees.
I'm not that girl. I'm not that dude. And then the kind of the last thing is just like an eye for, this goes into creativity. You don't have to know how to dress, but you do have to know how to look like appropriate, you know?
Mama, if you have the wrong shoes on, out the door. If you have the wrong earring, I'm telling you, like, I will not tolerate a lack of style. You could be butt ugly, but if you have cute style, we'll let it go. So,
I love that. Equal opportunity loving based on your taste level.
Yeah, if you can elevate yourself with the taste, then I would like to have a taste.
Like for occasions, like I can't have you wearing shorts and flip-flops to my birthday. Like that's not gonna happen. Like that's not, unless like my birthday's at a beach, which it would never be because I can't swim. But like, you know what I mean? Like I just like knowing how to dress appropriately for the occasion, because I frequently don't know how to dress for occasions. I overdress.
Always dress like a princess. If you do, you'll be treated like one.
So I couldn't be with someone who underdressed. I feel like I think it'd be too chaotic in the relationship. But yeah, those are kind of my like top 3, 4 ideals of a perfect man. That you can tell me your top 3 qualities for your perfect man this Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for discussing with me. If you are Min Yoongi, definitely hit me up. Bo Burnham, I mean, you have a lovely girlfriend, but you know, if you need to call me, you know. Miami.com. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Can always see him coming from the left or from the right. I don't wanna be